meeting to order. Roll call, please.
Director Brewer.
Here.
Director Holly Bush.
Here.
Commissioner Mills.
Here.
Commissioner Vandegroff.
Here.
We have a quorum present.
At this time, we're going to go into the executive session.
position. We just let her go get all her stuff in. That's it. Just like it's a bad look if we don't have.
We got time.
I'm not sure.
We got time. We're calling this meeting back to order. Time now. And at this point, we have not made any decisions on vacancy positions, but we do want to give a courtesy to the applicants that are here that may wish to come up and voice their opinion and maybe answer a question or two.
So Director Brewer, we have Bill Varner's not here. Do we want to start with Randy, Mr. Henry? Would you like to come forward and tell us why you'd like to be on the board?
Sure, I'd love to.
All right.
Any chance I get to talk, right?
Yes, sir.
First of all, I'm from Texas, spent here all my life, and born and raised here. We now have a restaurant downtown that is successful, short-term success, because it hasn't been there very long, but it has some long-term success. And I've been, oh man, I thought maybe that's being too loud sometimes. I love to be a part of the community. And whatever I can do to serve, I'm getting to that age, that I'm not out there hustling and bustling as much. I want to be a part of the community and be able to serve and to help Texarkana to be all it can be. And so y'all have any questions for me? I'm the candidate here. So.
Yes. How long have your establishment been? How long have your business been open?
We've only been there since April.
April 2023.
Yes, sir.
All right.
What kind of food do y'all serve?
I'm glad you asked. We serve a little bit of everything, fish every day, but we have breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Some of the best burgers in town, I hear. I'm not biased. I'm just hearing that.
All right.
And so we have a very family-oriented place. When you walk in, please come and join us one day for lunch. It's very, very unique place. It's obviously where Joe's Pizza used to be, there across from the post office.
Okay.
And we have a library there. We have a place where meetings take place pretty regular. Some of the cities even come in and had several meetings there. So we do some unique things. We feed the courthouse often when they're having the jurors over there. And so it's just a pretty cool little place. It's kind of a coffee shop / restaurant. We got the couch. This looks like Friends. We got the bar in the back that looks like the Gilmore Girls. Maybe y'all don't know what I'm talking about, but and we have a full soda bar, full coffee bar, and all the food you can eat. So
Hungry. You know.
I hope I'm trying to make you guys hungry right here. So.
Yeah, it sounds like we're gonna need to come down and get a bite to eat.
Come on down.
Yeah, I got one other question. Have you had a chance to partner with any of the other community leaders and do any special projects in the community?
Well, the restaurant itself was there for local missions and missions it's off as well.
Okay.
All the proceeds of that restaurant go directly to Texarkana missions, and we do some that's away from Texarkana too, as well. So we work with the elderly, we work with veterans, and we have done a little bit. Don't want to overstate that, but a little bit with the homeless as well.
Okay.
And so that's the whole point of the restaurant itself. It was not for a restaurant. It was a place, the community to connect and make Texarkana a better place. So, and when you come in there, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. It's definitely come to fruition to what our original plan was. My wife and I decided that that's what we wanted to do to help others. So 100% of the profits go to, and it is a nonprofit, goes to missions.
Well, thank you. We really do appreciate it. Are there any more questions for Mr. Henry?
No, Mr. Henry, thank you very much.
I want to thank y'all for looking at my application and considering it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thanks.
Dr. Holmes is not here. And then we have Mr. Phoenix at large.
Okay, Mr. Phoenix, are you by chance here?
Yeah.
Yes, all right.
I'm Travis Phoenix. We moved around a lot growing up, but we moved to Arkansas in 1991. Graduated Malvern High School there and went to the University of Arkansas for a few years before transferring to Ole Miss and graduating with a business degree there. 16 years ago, my wife and I moved to Texarkana, and I had started a billboard advertising business here, so I've worked in the advertising business for over 16 years. And have met a lot of business owners and talked to a lot of business owners and heard their complaints and heard them say, this would help us or this is hurting us. And not just in Texarkana, but a lot in surrounding areas too. So I'm pretty in tune with what business owners need. And I've also got several rent houses in the area. And my rental properties are extremely nice. We buy distressed properties and totally gut them and put new granite countertops and new floors and retexture all the walls and stuff so all the drywall looks brand new. I mean, just really nice places, but that's just a little of what I'm doing to help improve Texarkana is take distressed properties and fix them up. But it's also a good business, of course.
Yeah.
But with the lithium mining getting ready to kick off, I think there's going to be some real big opportunities for Texarkana, and I think sitting on this board might be a real good position to try to help grow the city. I feel like I have as much of a vested interest in growing Texarkana as anybody with the rental properties I own and being in the advertising business. So I guess that's pretty much my spill. If you have any questions.
Is the lithium you're talking about what they found in Magnolia?
Yes.
I heard about that a couple of days ago.
Yeah, it made the front page of the Wall Street Journal here about a month or so ago. I actually have a copy of the article I could forward out to the members if they're interested in that. But the mining's getting ready to kick off somewhere around Louisville and Magnolia. And ExxonMobil has started buying up the lithium. Well, actually, they started doing leases for the mineral rights. And what they're going to do is they're going to drill wells and pump salt water out of the earth. And then they basically filter it, pull the lithium out of it, and then pump the salt water right back into the earth again. So it's actually a pretty clean form of mining. It's not like strip mining or something like that. But of course, with electric cars becoming more and more popular all the time, lithium is a very hot commodity.
Right.
And a lot of those people, I'm sure, would very possibly be interested in making Texarkana a bedroom community and working, in Louisville or the Magnolia area. And by God, we should tell them about it. Tell them why we're great. I think
Come and eat at all the restaurants. There's not near many restaurants and all near them.
No, there's not, and there's
And hotels.
a huge shortage of rental properties over there too. Not just a little bit of shortage. I mean, a huge. That area of the state
Yeah.
has been stagnant. Not much has gone on there for a long time.
Gotcha.
The houses down there are pretty old, and a lot of them aren't even in very good shape. But there ought to be some really good opportunities. I'm sure many Texarkana businesses are going to be sending trucks delivering materials out there for a long time, and it ought to bring a lot of revenue to the city. And I'm just actually kind of shocked how few people know about that. I mean, it's literally on the front page of Wall Street
Right.
Journal, and you can talk about it with people in town who are like, I didn't know about that. So,
I didn't know.
There'll be some wealthy people about to pop up all over.
yeah, and I forget, I read the article, and I forget how many thousands of acres Exxon had leased, but it's huge. This is not a small deal for the state.
No, it's
The
not.
economic impact can be very significant. Yeah.
Any more questions?
Mr. Phoenix, your office, your place of business, is that located on Arkansas or Texas side?
It's on the Arkansas side. I operate my business out of my house. It doesn't generate any foot traffic.
And that's the address we have on here for you?
4104 East 9th
Right.
Street. Yeah.
All right.
Now, do you own billboards or do you
I
do the
do.
graphics?
Both.
Okay.
We do turnkey service.
Okay.
I built the structures from ground up. We lease the land, fabricate the structures,
And
sell
are they
advertising.
are they around Texarkana or throughout?
I don't have any in Texarkana, but my close signs be like in Ashdown. So I've had a lot of Texarkana
Okay.
businesses leasing advertising, and even Nashville and
Okay.
Foreman, Ashdown, DeQueen, Murfreesboro, Mineral Springs, Mount Ida, Mena, Waldron, even as far west as Broken Bow and Idabel, Oklahoma.
Okay. And you do the graphics for them also?
Sure do.
Okay.
You said 16 years in billboards?
Yeah.
So billboards, from what I've gathered, is about the only form of print media that's
really still relevant.
It is. Newspapers are dying at a rapid rate. There's very few of them left, and the ones that are left are hanging on by a thread. Radio advertising has gotten watered down by people driving down the road listening to Pandora or podcast or something like that. So even radio advertising is not as effective as it once was. Billboard's about the only media left that really didn't get watered down. I mean, even with the advertising on TV, what station are you going to advertise on? What are people watching? You know, they're watching Netflix and stuff like that. So advertising has gotten more and more difficult. And of course, you got the online advertising competing with everything too. But billboards are still a very, very effective form of advertising.
Yeah.
People drive past the same signs every day on the routines, going to work, dropping their kids off, going to Walmart, you know, all the stuff they normally do.
All right, good deal. Are there any more questions for Mr. Phoenix?
We're good.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Is Allison right here?
How are you guys?
Hello.
Doing well, thank you.
My name is Allison Wright. I'm the operations manager at the Hideout. Born and raised here. I'm a part of several groups that have to do with Texarkana, the Chamber of Commerce, Leadership Texarkana, GTYP. I'm very involved in the community, and I'm very excited to hopefully be a part of this group.
Where's the hideout located?
It is your neighbor right across the street.
It's the old Salvation Army building.
Yes,
Okay.
right next to the old
All
JC
right,
Penney's
Old
building.
Salvation, okay. Thanks for that. Old Salvation, I know where that is.
Allison, are you applying for the at-large or restaurant?
So I'm kind of versatile. I can do both, whichever one you want to consider me for.
Do y'all serve food?
We don't serve food, just beverages,
Okay.
you know.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
I've
Yeah,
got a little bit.
yeah.
She will qualify either for the at-large or the tourism.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Tourism,
Gotcha.
all right.
How long have you been a manager there?
It's been about 6 months. They've only been open for almost 2 years.
Okay.
This is a family-owned establishment,
It
correct?
sure is, yes. But yeah, I'm very, very excited. My kind of mission is I want to advocate for young adults.
Okay.
You know, a lot of people my age or that have stayed here their whole lives or are coming back and having kids. The main thing is there's nothing to do in Texarkana, you know, so I kind of want to be a part of something that helps promote the tourism, bring people here instead of having them go to Hot Springs, Mena, Arkansas, you know, and kind of promote Texarkana.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Your business, is it Monday through Friday? Is it?
It is.
Monday through
Now it's Thursday through Saturday. They just closed on Wednesday. This summer's kind of gets slow, but typically it's Wednesday through Saturday, but right now it's Thursday through Saturday.
Is this address your home address?
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
What's the operational hours?
Thursday, it is from 6 to about midnight, and then on Friday and Saturday, 6 to about 2 a.m.
All right, thank you. Are there any more questions for Ms. Wright?
Okay.
No? Okay.
Ms. Wright,
Thank you for having
your
me.
time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I think it is.
That's it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Is there other business, any other unreadiness that we need to address?
The A&P attorney position.
At this time, we haven't made any decisions.
Okay, so no decision on that one.
All right, is there a motion for adjournment?
Well, I do have,
Hold on. Somebody want to address?
Excuse me. Mr. Chairman,
All right.
Director Brewer, I'm Adger Smith. I'm on the Planning Commission, and I'm the Vice Chairman of the Airport Authority. And I'm here, I wanted to bring our Executive Director of Texarkana Airport to the A&P. Y'all are going to be making some real important decisions about the airport financing for our upcoming, I guess you can say, run at advertising what we do out there and everything. I'd like to introduce Paul Merrill from Texas County
All right.
Airport. He's our executive director. He has a few things he'd like to say. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Paul, I understand you have some information you want to share with us. in
Yes,
regards
so, I wanted to make sure that you guys were all aware of what's going on at the airport. Give you guys just a little bit of an update. So, as you're aware, we've been working on a brand-new terminal that is on track for opening next June. It will look pretty much finished by December. The jet bridges are actually coming in ahead of schedule. So the building is looking great. I wanted to extend an opportunity for each of you guys to come out and see the terminal, get a tour of that, and see kind of the things that we're working on, because the terminal building itself is just kind of a jumping off point for us. If you've heard recently in the news, we have partnered with Texarkana College. We're going to have an airframe and power plant school that will be opening next fall.
Okay.
And then 1 year later, we're going to be having a flight program so we can start training pilots and mechanics. Our interest is to attract a maintenance, repair, overhaul facility to build out at the airport and create jobs that are on the Arkansas side, and educate our local community to be able to go work those jobs. And those average about $50,000 as an annual salary. And then we are also going to be looking at, with the old terminal building, we're proposing that where the Children's Museum downtown has shut down, that we see an opportunity to have a children's museum in the old terminal building, that we can aim to be about introducing the concepts of aviation, how jet engines work, how helicopters work, and inspire our youth to start thinking about aviation and plant those seeds, so that way later on they'll be interested in going through that airframe and power plant school. And so kind of help create a new ideal and thought process for the community on the Arkansas side, that we are an aviation community, and that the airport isn't just there to fly through, and we certainly are going to be working on bringing more airlines and more options that way, but that the airport itself is also a place where you can learn and where you can work. And so we would certainly invite all of you guys to come out and see what we're doing and ask all the questions that you may have. And we really appreciate you taking the time. If you had any questions for me.
Yeah, I had one brief question. Would there be any opportunities for restaurants or to be installed there? What's the plans for that?
Yes, so we do have 2 different concession spaces. One of them is before the security. It's about 725 square foot, so it can be a restaurant. We are going to be offering the first hour of parking for free, so if we do get somebody that's willing to come in, we're right down the road from Cooper Tire, and so we do see an opportunity to kind of bring in more people that way. We also have that on the second floor after security, a 525 square foot area. We're really trying to bring in something like a coffee shop that would be able to operate out of that, because we want to, again, provide a service for people and help bring them back, because we actually only capture about 12% of our market.
Right.
Most people go directly out to DFW and drive, and we want to give them a reason to stay, because we understand that sometimes you get stuck at the airport, but if you come out and take a look at it, you'll see it's drastically different than the experience you get today.
Yeah.
And we want to make it so that way you guys have a good experience and kind of give that face. So as companies start looking around, developing in here, whether it's with the Ready Group, whether it's the the lithium, that will become that first impression, and that we really shine as being what Texarkana, Arkansas can be.
Good deal. That'd be a good opportunity.
Yeah, you gave me a tour like 3 or 4 months ago with my other girls from the hotel.
Yes.
Y'all have got to see it.
I've been out there a few times, and
It is
every time the
amazing.
improvements and the progress is just amazing.
Yeah, so if you get a chance, please do. If you haven't had to, then absolutely, my door's always open. I'm always happy to show off the building. We're very proud of what we're doing. And we know that we're going to be working with you guys moving forward to not only have success here at the airport, but then that turns around and will pay dividends for our community. So we really appreciate all the support we've gotten so far.
Thank you.
All right,
I'm
thanks, Paul.
excited for a new airport.
Any other questions for Paul?
Yeah, thank you.
Yep,
All right.
thank
Thanks,
you.
Barb.
Thank you so much.
All right. If there's no other unreadiness,
I do have one thing.
all right,
So it was recently brought to me, a person that leads fishing tours out of Lake Millwood has been reaching out to this group that's actually out of Canada, and their crappie machine is the name of it. And when I first got the phone call, the only reason I answered it is because it was a 905 number, which is close to 903. So I thought it was spam after talking to him for a few minutes. But he emailed me some information, texted me some links, and they're a legitimate organization. They have a YouTube channel. They have upwards of 3 million followers. And what they are proposing is they want to come to Texarkana and let us be part of their show and do some fishing stuff on Lake Millwood. I haven't worked out details with them. Since we're looking at probably another meeting in September, we've got some time to consider this. But to get them here to cover their expenses would be just under $5,000. It says plus airfare in the packet, but they're not requiring airfare because they're already going to be in the area. So we could potentially get some international publicity if this meets our criteria. But we would probably have to make a decision at our next meeting in September.
Director Holly,
If we were
I don't
gonna-
see how that's possible.
is it possible to get them to complete an A&P application? And then the A&P attorney will have to review it before it can be approved,
Okay.
that's what
to
I
make
was
sure
going
they
to
fall
suggest.
within the guidelines.
Yeah, I can definitely get them to go through the process, but I just wanted to make you guys aware of
Good
it.
deal, that's good.
Because time is short on this one.
Yes, let's get them an application and we just move forward. It's good. All right. All right, is there anyone else? All right, if there's no other unreadiness or other business, please have a motion for adjournment.
I motion to adjourn.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Brewer,
Yes.
Holly Bush,
Yes.
Mills,
Yes.
Vanderbroek,
Yes.
the meeting is adjourned.
Awesome.